Hello, it's Pillow Talk.
What?
It's time to, what is it, son? It's time for you to answer a couple of questions here.
The lights on and I want to watch this end of the video.
My son,
It's 4 more minutes.
what time is it?
9:50. Okay, 10 o'clock.
Alright, so watch it in the morning.
But I wanted to hear the music.
But then your mother's going to come here in a minute now and say everybody go to sleep. Then I won't be able to...
Maybe just until 10 o'clock. For real. It's exactly 10 o'clock for it to end.
You want me to pause this?
Yes, pause it.
Man,
What do you mean?
let's turn that video game off, son.
What's wrong with it?
The music and all the pictures I see. Someone's farting. How is that polite? And you want me to wait for a video game? No. Come on, how is that godly? I see the pretty picture of the lion, but the other picture, that's not. This one's okay. Come on, get rid of that. Get rid of it. Alright, so Jesus was asked, do we pay taxes or not? And Jesus knew that this was a question to trap him. And he said, give me a coin. Show me a coin. And he said, whose inscription is on this? So whose picture is on it? They said, Caesar's. Then Jesus said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's. So every hour of the day, you're supposed to give it to God. Now I just got home. What are you giving to God? You see, the more you know about the Bible, the better your life is going to be. And if you get bored, there are a bunch of Bible movies you could be watching or listening to, like audiobooks. Now, what's the story of Bernadette? Do you know it? This is only 100 years ago. It was a little girl that became a nun, and then eventually the Catholic Church called her a saint. She was a little girl that used to speak with a vision. And so they wanted to put her in an insane asylum. A Bernadette. Saint Bernadette. And she brought cookware. Pots, pans. No, cooking. Pot, pan. Well, she took them back because she couldn't put them in the room because the room was occupied. Frank was in the room. That we could tell him and that she could put them there, and she says, no, I also have a table, but then she said, no, I'll come back later. Para nada. She hasn't seen her brother in a while, so she's very happy that she found a place for him and she wants to clean it. Moving fast. For instance, remember when I told you that I saw a girl that I was looking to my left, and when I looked to my right? Yes, ma'am. Anna, there's nothing wrong with my bed. You want to discuss this in the morning? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, remember how I told you that I looked to my left, I was sitting down. There were a bunch of people, but then I looked to my right, and there was a young, beautiful girl. And I said, oh, hi, because I was surprised. Nobody had been sitting next to me before, you know. So if I would have told her, will you marry me?
She
Then
said no.
she would have said, you're moving too fast, right?
You hadn't even exchanged names.
Yeah, we didn't even know each other's names.
I didn't remember.
And I told you about the other one in the train, right? I said, hi. And she said, I'll give you my number, but I get off at the next stop. So I got off at the next train stop. And then she gave me her number, I think.
Wait, how come she didn't give you the number before the train?
Because you know how fast trains move? You're not going to make it.
Was it like so bumpy?
Yeah, yes, they move like that. You're moving back and forth. You actually sway like on a ship. And all I said was, hi. And then she said, I'll give you my number, but I want to give you my number, but I'm getting off at the next stop, so make it quick. She's a rabbit, right? Now I know. I was a turtle like Flash in Zootopia.
Yeah.
I was like, hi. And she says, write it down, my number, write it down. It was so cute. But, you know, that's going to happen to you. But now, you can find people on Google, right? Just
Facebook, Twitter,
yeah,
Internet.
Facebook. So what was I talking to you about before all of this? Give to God that which is God. So every hour of the day, give it to God. I wanted to read the story of King Ahab against how many other kings?
32.
32 other kings plus Ben Ahabab, or something like that. And that makes it 33 kings against one. Is there a chance he would win?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a very tiny chance, right? Very tiny chance. So tomorrow we'll read about it.
The good guy is the three kings, right?
No. Well, that's a good question. Are they really good? Well, you know what Jesus said? Why do you call me good? Someone said, good teacher. And he stopped them. Why do you call me good? No one is good but the Father. You know? And then in another part, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. All of them have sinned. All of them have made a mistake. So, what else can we do today? You rest the body, God is loaning you. The last hour and the first hour of the day, you have control of them. Make it a habit to do something for God the first thing you wake up in the morning. And the last thing. And some of them are very entertaining. Some of these stories. Like you can read or listen to the stories of the Moody Bible Institute. There was a man named Moody. Can you imagine? I am Moody. Nice to meet you, Mr. Moody. But he did something wonderful. He did something with the Bible that what I saw, remember those stories where they show a picture and then it doesn't move and they're talking and talking and then they show another picture? It's like a cartoon. Yeah, but they show you the picture for like 3 minutes and it has a total of 5 pictures in the whole story. So I like that. the Moody Bible Institute. But you gotta get them. I want you to have big roots. You know, trees, they have roots, deep roots. Like your great-grandfather talked about the coconut tree. He said, how come the hurricanes come and they leave and the coconut tree is still standing? You know why?
Super deep roots.
Yes, and it's super flexible. A hurricane could come, that tree will bend all the way half, you know? I think it bends a great percentage. And then when the wind leaves, it stands up again. Thank you for being polite to me, sir. You're a good son to me. I'm very pleased with you. All these years you have always been kind to me. 11 years now. In 10 more, what are you allowed to do? In the United States. That's right. And in Honduras?
14?
Maybe 14. It depends on how much money you have. It's really when you start driving. But legally? Probably 18. But over there, if you're 16 and you're tall enough, the soldiers come and get you. They go get you wherever there is dancing. They just walk in, turn on all the lights, and then, you know what the black people of Honduras, you know what they did? The boys, the young men, they went swimming. Because the soldiers didn't want to get wet.
So they couldn't get caught?
Mm-hmm. That means they'll get caught another day. But not that day. And some of them say, no, I'm only 14, I'm only 14. It doesn't matter, you're as tall as I am, you're going. That weekend I wasn't there. I was in San Pedro Sula, maybe. Por El Progreso. And then my other friend, the son of the owner of the box factory, can you imagine? Only one box factory in all of Honduras, I think. Or the Chiquita Bananas. He was half French. His mom was from France. So, Francois, he told me, I always travel. Yes, ma'am. I always travel with my passport now, Daniel. I was talking to them in French until they finally decided that I was not from Honduras. And I was not pretending. So, oh well. Read the Bible so that you know what to do, son. Good night, sir. God bless you and those that surround you.